Hey everyone, it's April from Well Life Yoga and Health. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a part 2 in a 4-part series to improve your posture. So personally, I have experienced that yoga really has improved my posture. I used to have a lot of the slumpiness going on. I would sit at a desk all day typing, never standing because, over 10 years ago, it wasn't really a thing to have standing desks as much as it is now. Anyway, so if you do have trouble because you're an office worker, or say you have to bend over a lot and stoop over things at your job, this is really going to help you. Today, part 2 is going to be covering the spine, so getting some spinal twists, getting some more blood flow going on within that spine, and really just getting some more range of motion for you. If you did miss part 1, I'll go ahead and put a little link right here for part 1, and you can watch that one first. And after that, you can come to this video and do this video. That being said, we'll go ahead and just quiet the mind down for a little bit, just setting an intention for our practice today, and then we will get right into the flow. So if you need any yoga blocks or any other props such as a strap, feel free to grab that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, make sure you click that subscribe button and the little bell that will notify you every week when I release a new video. Show my channel some love. That's how I grow. That's how I get more videos and more content to you. Let's go ahead and get into the intention setting. Sitting up nice and tall, maybe the hands are on the knees, maybe they're in the lap. We'll start to quiet down the eyes and focusing here on what your goal is today. When you clicked on this video, what were you looking for? Taking a couple breaths into that intention. One more big inhale. Holding those thoughts in your mind, and exhale, let it out. All right, letting your mind stay really rooted on that intention that you set just now. We'll start to open up the eyes. Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to get started at the back of our mat. Coming with our knees bent, we're going to take this left foot and then bring it over to the opposite hip. From there, we'll take this right foot, cross it over the left. If this is a little bit of a struggle for you, feel free to actually have that left leg straight, and that'll make it a little easier to cross over. The intention though here is to make sure that the foot of the right foot is nice and flat. So depending on if you have your leg straight or if you have your other knee bent, really try to get those sit bones nice and solid on the ground. So it might feel like you're leaning on your left hip, but I really want you to lean back a little more on the right hip if you can. We'll inhale, arms swim up to the sky, and exhale, twist to the right towards your bent knee. Place the right palm behind the back. If you can't reach the ground with a flat palm, maybe you put a block right here and you put your hand on the block. Bring the left elbow either to the outside of the knee, or if you're more of a beginner, wrap it around the knee. That way you can pull yourself upright. If you happen to be like this and you're leaning back, I really want you to walk that hand closer to you, even if you're up on the fingertips, and really elongate the spine towards the sky. Pull the belly up and in. Now I'm throwing a lot of cues at you. The main thing here is to get the spine nice and tall. Really reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. And if you have full half Lord of the Fishes, which is what this pose is called, maybe you bring your elbow and your hand up to the sky, palm open, facing away from you. Take another breath. And exhale, let it out. And then we'll go ahead and come back to center, keep the legs where they are. We're going to face the opposite direction, get a little bit of a counter stretch. And then we're going to plant the palms or the fingertips. We're going to press, I would say probably plant the palms, press, pivot the feet, going to the back of the mat and swinging all the way around and allowing that right knee to bend. Pull the foot in towards the hip, and then that left foot is going to plant and anchor the big toe. So now we're on the other side with the left knee bent on the top. Bent on the top. We'll inhale, arms swim up, and exhale, left hand behind you like a second spine. Reach that elbow towards the outside of the knee, or if you were doing the beginner modification, here, hugging the knee. Again, we're not leaning back, we're coming upright. So even if you need to come all the way up on the fingertips, that's okay. If you can get the palm flat, that's wonderful too. Either way. So half Lord of the Fish is on the other side, imagining that we're trying to get our left, or our belly button to our left side. Breathe here. Really reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. And exhale, let it out. Take another breath. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, let it go. Go ahead and come all the way around. We're going to do that little counter twist just for a moment. And then we'll press into the palms. Pivot the feet. Now we're facing the back of the mat. Let the toes spill off of each side, and we'll start to lower the hips down, finding Malasana. So if it feels a little funky, maybe you adjust your heels, maybe you adjust your toes, maybe you widen your feet so you can bring your heels to the ground. Trying to keep that spine nice and tall, pressing the hips out. So we're really pressing the knees out and we're feeling some engagement in those hip flexors. Keep breathing. Big breaths. Also remembering to try to anchor the outsides of the feet on the ground. You're going to have to use those inner thigh muscles as well as the outer glute muscles. Take another breath. Exhale, let it out. And then go ahead and plant the palms. Heel toe the feet all the way to center. We're going to bring that left foot behind the right foot, and then start to allow that left leg to straighten, or as straight as your legs will let you go. And maybe we fold forward here. Breathing. Take another breath. And then bring that left foot back. We're going to bring the right foot behind and out to the side. Allow the right leg to straighten. Take a breath. Exhale, let it out. And now we're going to pivot over to our right side. Allow our feet to turn. Come into a forward fold, walking the feet forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, create a flat back. Exhale as we fold. Inhale, arms swim up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take a breath here. Exhale, let it out. We just have a few more minutes or so. So we'll inhale, arms swim up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Start to sit the hips back into chair pose. Think about not sticking your butt up, but actually pulling it down a little bit, engaging the lower abdomen here, getting the spine nice and long. So kind of eliminating the curvature of the lumbar for now. We'll start to put weight into our right foot, step back with our left foot onto the ball. Maybe we widen that right foot so we have hip width apart with our feet. Bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, bend in that right knee, and activate the heel of the back foot. Breathe here. Take a couple breaths. And then we're gonna go ahead and lower that right hand right next to our right foot. And then like a bow and arrow, start to trace that arm, pivot at the back foot, nice and flat and parallel. Lift that left arm up to the sky. Maybe we're on fingertips, maybe we're on a block here. Maybe we have our hand at our ankle. Lift that arm straight up to the sky, so opening the other direction. Take another breath. Exhale, let it out. Recall your intention that you set. Looking down, hands come back to the heart, pivot on the back foot, bring that foot forward, feet together, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana or forward fold. Take another breath. Knees can be bent or straight here. And then we'll inhale, hands to the heart, hips back. Breathe here. We're gonna do the other side. Putting weight into that left foot, little buoyancy. We'll step that right foot back and to the right, so that way we're already nice and wide. If you need to widen a little bit more, feel free. Bending in that front knee. Back foot is nice and active, heel pressing towards the mat, but not touching the mat. Bring the right elbow across to the outside of the left knee and facing over towards the left side. Revolved high lunge. Take another breath. One more. And then coming back to center, planting the left palm, or again, fingers, or maybe a block. We'll start to pivot the back foot, reach the right arm up to the sky, getting a twist the other direction. So this is an open twist versus a closed twist that we just did. Take one more breath. And exhale, let it out. All right. Bringing the hands back to the heart, pivot on the back foot. Bring that back foot forward. Inhale, arms swim up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Bring the feet all the way together, or hip width apart, depending on your body, but preferably together. We'll start to bend the knees into that chair pose, but then lower down even more, allowing the heels to lift. Take another breath here. Squeeze the thighs together, really anchoring the big toes. And then we'll start to open the arms out to the right, like we're hugging the wall. Just keep squeezing those knees together. Take another breath. Really lengthen the head towards the sky. And then exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, arms open to the left. Do the best you can. If you fall, that's okay. Just get right back into it. Take one more breath. And then exhale, hands come back to the heart. We'll start to reach the arms forward, send the hips back, let the knees part. Bum to the ground, all the way down to the back. Knees to the chest. Take a breath here, maybe a little hug, maybe a little rock side to side. So not only are you improving your spinal range of motion, but you're also getting a little bit of a sweat on. Always a good thing. Lean muscle mass is very important, so strength and flexibility are very vital, especially the older we get. All right, arms come out into a T shape or into a cactus shape, you decide. And then we'll start to bring the knees over to the right, allowing them to slowly lower. Try to keep that left shoulder on the ground. Maybe that right hand anchors that top knee. Breathe here for 3 breaths. Last one, big inhale. Recall your intention. Exhale. All right, re-engaging the core, come back to center, knees towards the chest, arms both back out. Allow the knees to slowly fall over to the left. Bringing that left hand to the top knee and anchoring it down. 3 full breaths here. All right, after your last exhale, slowly re-engaging the core, coming back to center, and then bringing the hands behind the thighs, starting to rock yourself forward and back until you come up into a seated position, and coming back into easy pose. All right, so good job today. You got some spinal twists on, got some lengthening of your spine, getting a little more range of motion, and working a little bit into the hips today. If you enjoyed that, please feel free to share with anybody you think might love it too, or watch it again, whatever floats your boat. And that being said, I would like to ask you to please make sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right down below. Hit the little notification bell, and every week you will be notified when I release a new video. I do have 2 more videos to this 4-part series, so we're gonna get moving for the last 2 videos. And after that, you can repeat it as you need. Improving that posture, getting rid of the slump, pulling the shoulders open, and being able to really fluidly move within our spine and our entire body. All right, that's all I got for you today. We'll bring our hands to our heart to close out. Thank you so very much for being here and for watching my videos and trusting me to guide you through this posture correction series. Thank you so much. Namaste. All right, everyone, peace out.